YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and we are back with the Total War Rome 2 Hannibal at the Gates campaign, right outside of Iruna, where we left off after I defeated the enemies there. And I do believe this is indeed Hannibal. I had him heading back towards this territory to help take out the Vitones, which is probably not entirely necessary. In fact, I think I'll have him go ahead and start marching back towards Emporia. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to teach those Greeks a lesson. We'll see. Let's see if there's any upgrades that can be given out. They can. The old Tusk of Destiny. Let's see, melee attack for sword units will be nice. And we'll take some strategy. Heirs to Phoenicia. Melee attack skill for all units, that's always nice. Yeah, I'll start this guy off on authority. Let's see. Whoa! Got some negative coin going on right now. Is it because of the cities I lost? Well, let's think. Maybe something got blockaded. Perhaps that is the case. The Romans are doing some raiding over here. Go see if we can push them off. Don't know if that's what would be causing it, though. Not sure what that's all about. We could take a look at the trade and income here. Let's see. Army upkeep's really high. Total expenditure. You know what? I probably had a judge somewhere. Probably this guy right here. Wow, that guy does some good military administration. I put him back in his army and it picked me up like 1,400 in income. Okay, nobody distract him from what he's doing. He is a necessary part of this operation. Good grief. So it looks like the Romans are going to take another stab at Hippo Regius. And it says that they have pretty poor chances. I could probably auto-resolve my way out of it, and I probably will, because I spent the whole of the last video fighting these types of battles. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve, and pick... Whoa, well, never mind. They're going to screw me over and kill half of my forces. Gosh, these kind of fights are just annoying, though. Not a whole lot of sense to it, and it's just a lot of wasted time. I'll just go ahead and auto-resolve it. I don't like it, but whatever. I don't feel like spending recording time on it right just this moment. So we're going to send most of those Roman fleets down. And the ones that, well, we didn't lose any of my mainline troops, which is good. Almost did, but not quite. I think they highly overestimated what the Romans were capable of right there. But that's okay. We can seal their embarrassment with when my navy shows up. And here come the Lusitani. Looks like, let's see, where are they at? I hate how I can't always see where they're attacking me at. And it doesn't always tell me the Barcid Brethren. I thought this was Hannibal's army. No, but it's not. Well, considering it's the army close to the Lusitani, it must be the one that was recently fighting. I don't remember the name of the settlement. It's this one. It's that one settlement in Spain. Oh man. All right. Well, this is another one that, for some reason, you know what? I just don't know that we need to fight this either. It's going to be a pretty it's going to be a stupendous waste of time. Yeah. We're just going to auto-resolve that one, too. It's just too big a waste of... Oh, but I lost a mercenary Iberian cav. Are you kidding me? I guess it wouldn't have been a waste of time, but it's just one cav unit. I'll get it back. So, they came from Lugos to attack Asturica. Porion keeps pulling back. They keep acting threatening, but then wavering in their threats. Vitone is going to come for Olispo again. And this is another one where the auto-resolve gives me a good chance. Which I do have a pretty fair chance. This is going to be another one where I sit here and game them while they come over their ladders, so once again, at the risk of losing half of my troops, I am going to go ahead and just auto-resolve. I don't want to fight a whole bunch of these little battles and bore you all to death. Didn't lose anything really except for a unit of plebs, or I think the Carthaginians just call them mob. Okay. Many of my generals ranking up there. Let us bring this spy clear down here. And let's see. Let's use Mossman and see if we can do some more manipulating. Wow, Mossman sucks at manipulating. Let's see if we get lucky. It's not like I'm losing anything if he gets killed.
My failure shames my ancestors.
Your failure shames more than your ancestors. Just out there like, good grief, Mossman. Pick up your game, loser. Okay, Heir's done enough belittling of his men. I don't know if it's really enough, but I don't know if you can really have too much of that type of thing. Alright, let's bring Hannibal up here. Hannibal's probably going to have to go teach these goons at Emporier a lesson. And this army right here outside of Aruna can go ahead and take the city. Oh good, at least they're not going to screw me over here, I don't think. Well, they did go ahead and kill one of my mercenaries. That's alright, though. Just take the city. And let's go ahead and tear down some of these barbarian buildings. Start over with one of my own. Let's see. I might go ahead and re-recruit that swordsman real quick, just so I have something here. Okay, and let's see. This army at Asturica kind of needs another turn to retrain. Man, maybe I should have had Hannibal keep marching this way, because these guys are taking forever to get up to snuff, but, you know, whatever. We're kind of slowly making things happen here. With Hannibal, I said I had wanted some Gallic mercenaries. I still don't have access to them with Hannibal. Got plenty of cav. Actually, quite a few decent sword infantry as well. I mean, I guess I could just get some light Spanish infantry and replace them when the time comes. I'd kind of like to have one more Balearic slinger as well, because these guys are pretty painfully good. Yeah, I'll just throw one more cheap swordsman in there. There we go. Alright, Hannibal's army's filled out enough. At the moment it's full. He could get ambushed by Emporier if they really wanted to. That would be a dangerous situation, come to think of it. And let's see, these Roman raiders need to be dealt with. They're gonna stand their ground, seriously? 18 men. Well, I hope they know how to swim. Apparently they do not. And let's see. I think we can get to this fleet. It'll probably retreat. No, they're gonna stand their ground too. It's got a brand new general here. I don't want to auto-resolve it and potentially let them kill a ship, so I'm actually going to fight this one on my own. Shouldn't take but just a moment. Boy, there's been a lot of little battles needing to take place here. This is pretty battle-intensive, actually, recently. It's a decent little navy. It's not great. Got some pursuit ships, some artillery Panteras. Keep my support ships to the flanks. And I don't know if flaming round's really necessary, but just for added effect, I think I can make an exception. Okay, my artillery ships have opened fire. Let's take a look. The Roman general's about to eat some flaming rounds. This guy back here burning to death. It's like, why? Why was I the only one? Wow, Roman general's still afloat after all that artillery fire. Actually, is kind of somewhat surprising.
Support ships at your command.
That's...
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yeah, wow, that didn't sink him either. I'm still absolutely stunned. The Roman ship's like full of holes and almost on fire. It is a pretty resilient ship, actually.
The gods are with us. Let them have it. Support ships at your command. Assault ships ready for orders.
Oh, they just got a good ram in on me. Lucky it didn't sink me.
Our missiles away.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, they're about to get a good one in here too. I'll be lucky if I don't get one of my ships sunk. Okay. Ram there. Gotta spam some ram orders. And this ship's about to rout. Gonna get one more quick ram on him. That did the trick. And then my general should be able to put these guys out of their misery. If my javelins don't. That's a pretty good ram. Alright, sweet. Wasn't super pretty, but Air got the job done. Took care of that pesky Numidian javelinman boat there. Decimus Nero has been decimated. So long, chump. How do you like my version of the Second Punic War? Probably not much. Probably not much. At least that would be my guess. Alright, so put those turds out of their misery. I do want to keep getting this army ready for invading Sicily. It'd be nice to have some long-range skirmishers in it, but I don't think I'm going to have... I guess I can get one more mercenary Balearic slinger. Their upkeep's 134 though, as opposed to these cheap javelin men I can recruit are probably a lot better. Yeah, it is. I'll probably steer clear of the Balearic slingers momentarily, and just go ahead and tank up on some javelin men. They'll be cheap and readily available, and then I'll just recruit a few more units, and that army will be ready to go ahead and invade Sicily. We're going to be pushing a little bit on our income, but shouldn't be too bad because we're going to keep expanding. I mean, there is potential for it to get ugly, but I think we'll be alright. Patchy's seasick peasants has, for all cavalry units, military research rate. I'll take that. Okay, I can upgrade again. Okay, defenders of the new city. These guys have a couple upgrades. It's kind of funny because they haven't really ever been in a battle except for defending that city against the Romans. Warrior, commander. Wow, minus 40 public presence of foreign cultures. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Minus 10 morale for all enemy units. That'll be handy. And the Tusk of Destiny can go ahead and rank up. Formidable fighters. Let's go with formidable fighters. And then we'll go with warrior. Heirs to Phoenicia. The formidable fighters as well. And then strategist. Alright. Money's actually not too terribly bad, all things considered. Romans sailing back off through the downtrodden weather there. They're probably not enjoying the seasonal effects right now. Maybe their AI is still living in the land of constant summer. It's hard to say. I couldn't tell. Are the Maori turning against me?
My people wish to offer you this gift of gold, if you will take it.
Counter offer. You do not have to pay me, but you must become my client state. Okay, well, probably no peace for you then. Batone is coming at me again, and because I let my men get all beat up last time, now I have less of a chance of success, supposedly. I still think I have pretty good chances. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to once again spend most of this episode fighting these little fights. This will probably be the end of this episode. I was kind of hoping to make some more progress, but, jeez, Jiminy Cricket, they don't make it easy to really subjugate Iberia here. I'm pretty sure when the war started, Hannibal had done a pretty good job of subjugating Iberia. At least more so than what we're seeing here. But hey, I'm used to playing campaigns as Carthage, which generally means everybody hates you regardless of whether it makes sense. So just kind of getting used to that unpleasant reality. Let's see, they do have a couple of units of Iberian slingers, which means that they could hurt my Javelin men pretty bad if they get on the walls. I'm going to have problems too because my men can't deploy in this area, so if they put their ladders here, I'll just have to be ready to fight them where they're going to be coming down off the walls. So let's just go ahead and deploy. I mean, I do have my elephants, they're very weak. I should not use them unless it really just comes down to it here. But my general does have Second Wind, Inspire, and Kill Elephants. Kill Elephants being probably the least likely that I'm going to use at this point, for obvious reasons. Let's see. Kind of interesting place to build a gate. I bet it gets pretty wet down here. The wall would probably be crumbling. Let's see, so what do they have on the towers? They got mercenary Iberian swordsmen here, and then some Iberian spearmen. I wish my towers would just fire at the swordsmen, as the spearmen are absolutely no concern. And then these guys are no doubt going to come try and burn my gates. And I think they will fail to do so with so few troops. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'll take a couple of units of Libyan hoplites this way. And since the swords are over here, take a couple of skirmisher units. Let's bring these guys up. I'll go cover both places where the enemy can come down. They could come down right here, or they're going to have to... Yeah, they're going to have to come down over there, actually. Because there's nowhere where they're coming out here unless they can dig their way through solid rock. But I am going to have to leave a unit here just in case they're trying to capture the gatehouse. I'll probably use this damaged unit there. And I'll just bring more units down here.
Infantry at your command.
There we go. This ought to work out pretty well. These Iberian spearmen are going to be taking some pretty severe damage from the tower fire. These Iberian swordsmen are on the wall.
Hoplites ready. Quick march, my lord. Double time.
What I'm going to do is actually position these guys like this. And rather than it being Raffle Stomp Alley, the way guys are positioned there, this will be a Javelin Alley right here. So that's what we'll do.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, and those swordsmen are making their way in that direction. And over here, my hoplites keep them from being able to capture the gatehouse. They're going to have to try and run to this vicinity to come down.
We are at your command. Hoplites ready.
I'm going to keep these hoplites just behind my Javelin men.
What are your orders?
Okay. I'm going to wait for more of these swordsmen to get down here. Wow, this guy's got a flaming arrow stuck in his shoulder. And it looks like he's wearing, like... His helmet from the back kind of looks like, for a minute, it kind of looked like a luchador mask or something. You know, from, like, Nacho Libre. It's kind of funny looking, actually. Kind of looked like Ramesses. Oh my gosh, that movie is ridiculous. But there are moments of it that are so ridiculous that it's funny. Alright, well, let's give these guys a merry Javelin Day welcome. It is the local custom to shower your guest with javelins until such time as they are satiated. And I do believe that they are satiated. And by decree of air, I decree them welcome to my city and honored guest. I don't know why those Iberian slingers just use rapid reload. Seems rather pointless. Let's see, I guess they're going to try and burn my gates. There they are. And they're going to be doing quite a bit more damage to my gates than is typical. And my tower, rather than firing at these guys, here, let's, well, actually, I can't get these guys on the wall easily. Let's get my Carthaginian hoplites back this way. As well as the citizen militia will be able to hold our own over here. What are these spearmen doing? You can't just run for my javelins. Welcome them. Happy Javelin Day. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to come back over here and get ready to defend the gates. We'll probably create a similar scenario over there. Okay, more spearmen have come down. Let's show them the welcoming committee. Oh man, my javelin men do make a wonderful welcome committee. It's like these guys are like, your hoplites didn't stop us, but the javelins did. Javelins are still pretty potent, and once you get the research done that upgrades the amount of ammo they have in campaign, they're actually just as deadly in campaign as they used to be, especially since it's easier to level them up and get them more missile damage. Okay, so all the units on the wall have been dealt with. What makes me wonder now is if the enemy is going to be able to successfully burn this gate down. It is possible, albeit unlikely. So I'll ignore them for the time being. And let's take these guys out of hoplite phalanx and come back to this vicinity, where my gates are actually being slowly but surely burned. My arrow tower's been focusing on these weak Iberian swordsmen. Oh, nope, now they're focusing on the noble fighters. Good choice. Good arrow tower. Okay.
Javelin men!
Really like how that tower is going to continue. Let's leave these javelin men back here to wish our guest a happy Javelin Day if they break through. Okay, and then
Baal Hamon has blessed us.
Javelin men!
let's get all these guys lined up.
Ready!
One hoplite right here. One hoplite right here.
Spearmen! Hoplites ready!
And one right here.
Quick march! Loyal sons of Carthage!
We'll just create the same scenario here. The Happy Javelin Day welcome for everybody will be quite appropriate, I believe. You know, that's interesting. Why not in the comments you all take the time and help make up some of your own favorite Javelin Day traditions? I mean, when you were with your family celebrating Javelin Day in your own hometown and your own culture, what were some of your favorite memories? You know, was it you know, fitting the new bronze head to your javelin, or was it polishing that, or you know, cleaning off last year's blood stains? I mean, whatever it was that was your favorite tradition, I mean, just feel free to share that in the comments. Really want it to become... Look at the pile of torches down here. It's like they're bearing gifts of incense. Oh man, I must be drunk on my own stupidity tonight. Not drunk, actually, though, folks. Air doesn't drink. So there we go. Let's get things taken care of. Don't want to give off the wrong impression. Not even on Javelin Day, folks. Not even on Javelin Day. Alright, let's see. Hopefully these chumps can hurry up and burn down my gates so we can get this exercise over with. The enemy noble fighters, not as dead as I would like them to be, because my tower has ceased firing for some reason. Oh, there it goes. They should have stood still. I think my tower is kind of like a T-Rex. If you're not moving, it can't see you. As soon as you move, you're done. So, yep, and that's the case here. They really should remain still. They need to go watch Jurassic Park again to get some ideas on how to avoid its wrath.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
Okay, the gates are destroyed. Oh, the stupid slingers. They're just going to sit there and hurl crap through the gates. But I don't think they're going to be overly effective. They're just craptastic Iberian slingers. And they're firing at a Libyan hoplite unit that's of little consequence to me. So let's just let their men rush forward and get killed. Over here, the only unit remaining is a noble fighter, and it is under a heavy flaming shot. It's really unfortunate that these guys didn't even get a chance to come in the city and take part in the Javelin Day festivities. They really don't have any sort of spirit. If they did, they would get that gate burned down like they meant it. These guys also just did not have the Javelin Day spirit. Let's see if the nobles do. I mean, it is going to require some focus because they're going to have to keep the spirit after having boiling oil. Where are they going? I mean, the slingers, they're throwing the rocks inside. They want to participate. I think they're doing a Javelin Day dance, actually. Yeah, there they go. Very nice. All right, so let's welcome them. That just does not get old. All right, so we've welcomed them. This guy got one to the spleen, and oh wow, yeah, that looks uncomfortable.
The enemy general is dead.
All right, well, the enemy general's dead. The enemy slingers are the only thing remaining over here. Let's turn things back on here and take these guys out of phalanx and go chase these guys down. So, and the noble fighters over here were completely destroyed. There is a pile of burned out, arrow-ridden corpses right here. Shallot. Oh jeez, it's really terrible. You know, I almost feel sorry for these guys, but not really. Alright, and the rest of them are out. So that is going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed the Javelin Day celebration at Olispo. The Vitones really weren't very good sports at it. Only some of their units really came in to participate, and it kind of disappoints me. It also kind of offends Patchy's tradition, so he may have to enslave or exterminate them for such things in order to teach tolerance, because that's how Patchy teaches tolerance, is through brutal intolerance. In any case, I think that's it for now. I have pacified the Ebro, gained some money, HeirofCarthage signing off for now. Oh well, my income's bad. But hey, at least we got some free loot.